My mission is simple, to make you money. I'm here to level the playing field for all investors. There's always a bull market somewhere, and I promise to help you find it. Mad Money starts now.
Hey, I'm Cramer. Welcome to Mad Money. Welcome to Cramerica. Other people want to make friends. I'm just trying to make you some money. My job is not just to entertain, but to educate, teach, oh boy, put in context. So call me at 1-800-743-CNBC or tweet me at Jim Cramer. Let's talk risk. Everybody wants to talk risk, especially after a day where the market rebounded. Dow gaining 229 points. S&P jumping, wow, 1.61%. Nasdaq pole vaulting 2.55%. Nice change from last week. But if you control your risk, the reward does take care of itself. Last week, Wall Street got desperate for risky gains. And to do that, you need juice, meaning margin. There were too many people borrowing money to trade. And playing with borrowed money can wreck your portfolio the same way racking up lots of credit card debt can wreck your life, whether you're a big hedge fund manager or whether you're a regular investor. Now, I could talk a blue streak about Robinhood. Congrats, by the way, on that capital raise, or Reddit. Congrats on the excitement or a GameStop. Congrats on the big win. Just remember that the gains don't count for anyone until you take some profits. But right now, I'm hearing lots of people who should know better fret about how these red-hot theme stocks, I think GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, Virgin Galactic, wow, represent some kind of new risk to the market. The action in the stocks has to some degree come unglued from the fundamentals, but that happens a lot. It's really messing with Wall Street's plumbing, causing problems for the brokers and the clearinghouses, not necessarily for you if you don't have margin. Whenever you deal with risk, though, you have to ask, what kind of risk? Is it systemic risk? Well, that's why we're worried that the center will not hold and the entire market could collapse. Or is it literally any other kind of risk that we can cope with if we stay calm? And you know, that's how I feel. When it comes to GameStop, I don't see any scary systemic risk at all. I see garden variety regulatory risk. This short-selling frenzy never represented more than $100 billion worth of stocks. There are real questions that need to be answered. How did the regulators let money managers short 148% of the stocks float? Mathematically, that's not possible. How could management remain silent? Why didn't Robinhood have a better handle on helping its clients? Come on, guys. And that's really about it, though. If you were off margin, you're doing just fine right now. But I recognize that people are jittery even after a good day like today. So, and a lot of people, by the way, do it with options. It's not just margin, but you know what I'm talking about. I say we revisit the big themes we like to fall back on in times of turmoil, making some adjustments to account for new facts on the ground from this incredible reporting period. And by the way, it's been incredible and positive. First, I got a new theme going into this earnings season. I didn't know this. We had no idea at all about the severity of the semiconductor shortage. Between gaming, remote work, telemedicine, autonomous driving, there just aren't enough chips to go around. Which brings me to the new theme, and that's the chip shortage. Now, we just got results from Lam Research. Stock's down a lot. It's the best-in-show semiconductor capital equipment maker. You buy their machines when you want to manufacture more chips. Lam was great, as was Applied Materials, AMAT, as was Taiwan Semi, foreign, but really great. I'd say foreign because it's in Taiwan. I do worry about China. Now, I think all of those work, especially if you can get them on a market-wide pullback. Lam's already down. Second theme, the endless rise of e-commerce. Oh, it's unrelenting, and it's a lot more than the stay-at-home economy. There's a long list of winners here. Amazon, did you see that stock today? Walmart, wow, buying that from the Charitable Trust, it's way too low. Target, thanks to Shipt, which is an amazing service. Shopify, wow. Microsoft, amazing quarter. Adobe, Salesforce, ServiceNow, oh, what a blowout. Facebook, excellent number. Alphabet comes this week, probably best in show. And, of course, Etsy, which is down the block. I'm in Brooklyn. Considered a real good menu. Third, the reopening trade. If we can hit 50% vaccination by May, then we need to own something to be able to be ready, right? For my charitable trust, which you can follow along by joining the ActionAlertsPlus.com club, we like very specific two names, Disney and Boeing. Disney's stock has come down since that amazing quarter. Boeing didn't go down despite a hideous quarter. That reads pretty positive, right? Hey, by the way, Honeywell had a tremendous quarter last Friday. No one paid any attention because, well, it needs aerospace. Does it really? Can you imagine how well that does once we reopen? Fourth, you may think it's overchronological. I think you can't talk about enough. Digitization. This is heavily linked to e-commerce, which is why I feel bold enough to recommend, oh boy, here we go. Frank Slootman's, baby. Yeah, I am pushing the buy button. Buy. Snowflake. Along with a couple of others I mentioned earlier, Salesforce and Adobe. So if they're so good, I got to repeat them. What am I going to do? Number 5 is cybersecurity, a corollary to the wave of digitization because of the bad guys. Menu, CrowdStrike, Palo Alto Networks, Zscaler, and of course Okta. Theme 6 is 5G. where the next generation wireless build-out is hitting us in stride. Holy cow, the winner and new champion from last week overlooked because of GameStop. Skyworks Solutions not overlooked this morning, which is why I said it. Apple had an amazing 5G quarter, not unexpected. Qualcomm, Qorvo, Crown Castle. See, that's finally going up, that bow wow. I mean, I can't believe that thing was just starting to really crush me. But now it's all about Marvell Tech. That's been our winner for a long time. T-Mobile, yes, that's the phone company you own. Broadcom, symbol AVGO. Inseego and NXP Semi. Wow. Number 7 is stimulus. People always get way too carried away about betting on a stimulus bill. I think that's usually foolish. I like to keep it simple. Rocks, like Vulcan Materials and Martin Marietta. Hey, I got to tell you, Caterpillar delivered a pretty darn good quarter last week, and I'm proud of that. 8 is China. Now, people have been playing this with commodities. The Baltic Freight Index, which measures commodities, is breaking down. You need to swap into some new China plays. Apple had an amazing China quarter. Hey, congratulations to Kevin Johnson on his fantastic comeback for Starbucks in China. Nike's been terrific the whole way. Stock's down big. Doesn't make sense to me. Theme 9. Self-directed stock picking. Well, after last week, it's clear that people want individual stocks. So why not buy Morgan Stanley, which just acquired E-Trade and is run by the risk-averse James Gorman. I'm risk-averse. He's risk-averse. I like risk-averse because I don't like you to lose money. I like you to make money. Number 10, financial technology. Like these days, younger people just don't like banks. And what can you do? I mean, Bank of America's got a great app. It's doing well, but they like PayPal. They like Square. They like the newly public Affirm. They like Intuit. They like IPOE, which is SoFi. Hey, I don't pick in these. I just tell. Theme 11 is healthcare. We have Thermo Fisher on the show tonight. What a quarter. They're the big arms dealer to drug and biotech companies, along with Danaher. Eli Lilly's doing some breakthrough work on Alzheimer's. And don't forget Teladoc for remote medicine. I also like Abbott Labs, but it had a very big move. 12th is electric vehicles. Like it or not, this is the future. All right, so we have to get involved with this SPAC, right? Something that we... How about GM? GM has now gotten ahead of the industry with its promise to phase out fossil fuels by 2035. And if it goes down, you know what I can say? Buy more GM! It's such an easier thing rather than say, sorry. For speculation, CIIG merger and Northern Genesis acquisition, they're attractive in commercial vehicles. MB Materials is a rare earth mineral play that's essential for the electric vehicles. Now, if I were like a busy Redditor guy, I'd be saying, let me say, what is that, MP? All right? TPG, Pace Beneficial Finance, is about to merge with EV Box. You know we like that. It's my favorite charging play. On a similar note, if you like technology for autonomous driving, I think you want to think Luminar. Now, just because the Reddit people, I don't want on their back. You're Einstein. 13, remote work. I know people are turning against the story as more people get vaccinated. Williams-Sonoma got hit with a downgrade today. I think the bears are too early. By the way, I still like Zoom. I still like Wayfair. I like Logitech. Amazon. Hey, why don't you ring up Bring Central? Can you believe that horse? 14 is housing. Now, we're still seeing an exodus of people moving away from cities, and as long as interest rates stay low, then I'm telling you, you can still buy Lennar and Pulte and D.R. Holden. And, I like Toll so much. And yes, retailers. RH has been putting the numbers up. Home Depot, Lowe's, someone downgraded that. Don't forget the AZAC, which I just used for my deck, and Trex. Finally, theme 15, not to bore you, trying to give you the full menu of clean energy. Plug powers, hydrogen fuel cells remain far away. The best, but the technology is moving in the right direction. It's a little expensive. For hydrogen, there's less clean and more realistic. I like Linde. Hey, don't forget Generac. Remember we had that one? I really kind of liked it. The others, I can't push them hard. Why? Because they have to come in. Now, I wish I could say that GameStop is a new theme, but that's just the challenge company with a stock that got caught in a really exciting short squeeze. I wish I could call AMC a reopening trade, but that depends on how much stock they can get rid of into the people who keep buying it. I wish I could say silver is a big buy, but you need a better economy because it's so levered to economy, not to precious metals. Hey, listen, knock yourself out. Go buy Pan American Silver. I've vetted it like this since the 1990s. I'm not looking for red hot, so I want theme stocks that we can buy into weakness because if the market sells off again because of regulatory risk, I need you to be ready. The bottom line, with these 15 themes, pick and choose, I'm confident you can safely buy more the next time the market gets hammered, and that's what matters. You now have your menu. There are a lot to choose from. So put some on your shopping list. And if we're down tomorrow, well, all I can say is buy, buy, buy.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? head to madmoney.cnbc.com.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.